Previously, on the Boer Wars, Brittany, aka Brit, and the Populars wanted to gain more control at the clubhouse known as Transvaal. However, Boer, nicknamed Boer, and her group of outcasts have been hanging out at that clubhouse since they were in diapers. Boer didn't want to give up to the clubhouse to the snobby Brit, so they had a clique war. Brit thought that she and her followers could win by using their popularity, but Boer and her friends managed to publicly humiliate the Populars with the use of ninja stars and Nerf guns. Definitely not a pretty sight. In the end, Brit realized that if this clique war went on, she would be losing her popularity, and in order to save face, she compromised, saying that the Populars would still have control over the Transvaal, but Boer and her outcasts were the ones that really held the power. All was peaceful until gold was struck. Transvaal had been under construction for some time, and a new workout room called Kimberly was added. But what Boer and her outcasts didn't expect was to find diamonds.
Boer, did you see what I just saw? It's a jock lifting weights with sweat dripping down his sparkling muscular arms.
Then, 15 months later, the Orange Free State Room was added in order to please those with more sensitive activity, poetry reading. Then gold happened to pop up in the Orange Free State. When Brit and the Populars catch wind of the heightened hottie population at Transvaal Clubhouse, they realized that they needed to stake their claim at the clubhouse once more. And some of the Populars who were hanging out at the Transvaal were being mocked by numerous outcasts, so they had to protect their fellow Populars.
We're going back to the clubhouse.
And so the Populars and the outcasts made their way back to the clubhouse and ended up meeting head on.
We're gonna take you out, Boer.
No way, Britt. It's about time someone stopped your man-crawling days.
With the help of former president of the Populars, Cecil Rhodes, the golden model of Alfreda Bate, and Brit's older cousin Freddie Milner, Brit and her gang hatched a plan.
Thanks to the wonderful help of Cecile, Alfreda, and Freddie, we are going to storm into that dinky little coffee place, Johannesburg, and that Boer and her girls go to, and totally make it a new place for the Populars to hang at. We're going to call this the Jameson Raid, just because my cat's name is Jameson.
But how are we going to overrun Johannesburg?
Are you an idiot? Of course we're going to get the help of other Populars, duh.
But word leaked out.
Boer! I just heard from Peter, who heard from Sammy, who heard from Amy, who heard from Max, who heard from his little sister who was eavesdropping on Brit and her groupies, that they're crashing our coffee place.
You mean Johannesburg? As in the coffee place? As in our coffee place?
Yes, in like a week too.
If Brit thinks that she can corner me, she's got something coming for her.
With careful planning, Boer managed to round up a group of her outcasts and carefully take out a couple of Populars throughout the week, with the aid of Nerf guns and ninja stars. By the time it came for the Populars to storm Johannesburg, many of the Populars dropped out.
What do you mean Lauren, Susan, and Emily A, B, C, D, and E can't come? We've been planning this attack for a whole week.
Well, for some reason the outcasts have all managed to break the other girls' nails, so they're all going for a mani-pedi on the day of the attack.
Many of the Populars from other high schools around the area wanted the Transvaal Clubhouse to be under popular rule. After all, the place suddenly did become a hottie magnet. But some of the Populars didn't like the idea of taking the clubhouse, especially Roberta Salisbury. She thought that the Populars were making idiots out of themselves, demeaning the meaning of being popular. But Roberta gave the Populars her okay with this clique war because she thought the outcasts were being too cocky and were picking on the clubhouse workers. Once the go-ahead had been given to the opposing cliques, both Brit and Boer finally declared war on each other.
This is War, Britt.
I called war first.
No, I did.
No, me!
Continuing on with our story. In the first 5 days of this clique war, dubbed the Second Boer War, it consisted of the outcasts whooping the Populars' butts. Boer instructed her crew to attack the Populars on their own territories in Cape Colony County, Natal, Kimberley, and Mafeking. The only thing Brit could do at this time was try to hold off the outcasts. Of course, this was proving to be much more difficult than it seemed because the Populars weren't used to being in the outcasted lands. But victory managed to reach Brit's hands when she and her followers beat the outcasts out of Stormberg, Margaret Botstein, Hollenso, and they turned Spionkop into popular hotspot of the week later. The more trouble began to reach Boer and her outcasts.
What's going on? We were winning at first.
I don't know. I think the Populars from other schools are joining in.
Well, that's just great.
6 weeks later, the Populars gained control of the Outcasts' two major hangout places, Pretoria, a thrift shop, and Lola Fontaine, the soda shop. Boer and her gang despaired even more when the Populars made their way to Orange Free State Poetry Room and staked their claim on the guys there.
What now, Boer? I got your guys!
Soon after that, the Populars made a niche for themselves at the Transvaal clubhouse, treating the workers with respect and cleaning up after their own messes. However, Boer and her gang did not give up hope. Seeing as they could not take the Populars head-on anymore, they resorted to cornering the Populars when they were isolated and bombarding them with ninja stars. After that, they'd quickly hide in nearby couches, bushes, and tables, and the outcasts stuck to this guerrilla warfare for 2 months. Meanwhile, throughout the clique war, Brit and her Populars forced outcast sympathizers into weight loss programs and salons. They then coerced the sympathizers into buying overpriced, brand-name clothes. After that, the Populars made the victims watch chick flicks, thereby naming such places as concentration camps. Brit implemented this tactic in order to weaken Boer's resolve and to quicken the ending. And so 2 months passed in this second Boer War, with no results, until...
Hey, Boer! Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I'm really tired. All this fighting has been wearing me out.
Well, I mean, we're still lasting out there. We haven't lost so many outcasts in a while.
Don't you get it, Outcast 1? We're not making any progress. Look at us. I have massive bags under my eyes. You have a broken leg. What are you going to do, whack the Populars with your crutch? I don't think so. And our friends are in concentration camps. We're done.
This war is definitely making me lose my cool. I mean, I almost lost a nail a couple times. This seriously cannot go on any longer. I mean, my parents already almost cut off my credit card.
Britt, you won't believe the good news.
What, Popular One?
They gave up. The war's over.
And so, Brit and Boer met up at Vereeniging to order up and draw an agreement. Some of the things they agreed on were that Boer and her outcasts would obey Brit. The outcasts would be able to hang out in some Populars' hot spots, and the outcasts could still hang onto some of their own territories. True, both Brit and Boer lost some of their groupies to other, more peaceful cliques, but the Treaty of Vereeniging ended the hostilities. And that concludes the Second Boer War. Tune in next week to learn about how TR makes his fantastic crumpets.
Wow, all these poems are so deep. It's speaking to my soul.
That guy standing next to the wall is so cute. I mean, look at him. His hair is just so Edward-like, and his skin is just so golden toned. Wow, look at how rockin' Kimberly is. There's even a mini juice bar here.
Oh yeah.
So what brings you here?
Nothing much, just destroying some outcasts. That's all.
I see. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Populars made the victims watch chick flicks.
Oh no, not Sex in the City too! So, not that cute poet.
Oh, him? He's kind of a jerk.
Oh really?
Yeah, the whole poet act was just a way to get girls.
What a womanizer.
Okay, you look all pretty now.
Yeah, my shirt's all sparkling. Slash my pants.
Wait, do we need more?
No, I
Yes, we need more.
What now, Boer? I got your guys.
Oh, your arms glitter on camera too.
Huh?
Your arms glitter on camera too.
Are you serious?
But Roberta gave the Populars her okay with this clique war because she thought it was...
That they're crashing our coffee place.
Do you mean Johannesburg? As in our Johannesburg? What's going on? We were winning at first. What's going on? We were winning at first.
I don't know. Populars from other schools are like joining. We haven't lost that many outcasts in a while. We're still lasting out there. I mean, we're not losing that many. We're still lasting out there. I mean, we haven't lost that many outcasts in a while.
Don't you get it, Outcast 1? I have massive bags under my eyes. You have a crutch, a broken leg. What are you gonna do at the Populars? Just whack them with it or something? And then our friends, you know, they're in our concentration.